السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. الحمد لله رب العالمين. Inshallah, today we are continuing from where we stopped in the previous lesson. And if you can remember, we're looking at the musanna, and then we also look at the i'rab of musanna, bimana nouns that are musanna. We look at the various i'rabs they can take, and we were looking at exercises, and then we go to exercise number 6, as you can see. Okay, so inshallah we are continuing from this particular point. So this says that send al-kalimat al-matbu'ata bil-ahmar, that we should send bimana make it musanna, make it dual. Okay, so we should make dual the words matbu'ata bimana printed in red, okay, or that are colored in red. So you can see some particular words are colored in red. We should make those words dual. We should change them to dual. That's what they are saying. Sannil kalimat al-matbu'ata bil ahmar. So the first one is saying that fi baytina salajatun. So how do we make the salajatun dual? Of course, they want to we should take note of the error very well before changing it. Okay, so if to change it simple, fi baytina salajatani, simple salajatani, right? So let's look at the second one. The second one is here. Dakhala baytil barihata lissun. Ma mana lissun? What do you mean by lissun? Lissun is the thief. A thief is called a lissun. Another name is sarik. Okay, sarikun, the one who steals, is called a sarik or lissun, a thief. So dakhala baytil barihata lissun. Last night a thief entered my house. Okay, so how do you now say last night two thieves entered my house? So dakhala baytil barihata lissani. Okay, just add alif wa nun, right? So the third one here, the third one, ra'aytu fi maktabil baridi barkiyatan laka. I saw in the post office barkiyatan, barkiya, an electronic mail. I mean, in today, I think they don't really use it. Okay, right? As of now, there are more developed ways to send messages to from one country to another. So this barkiya is no more applicable. Most you will see it in most countries again, right? So right to that, but that's what we previously was called telegram, right? Telegraphic mail, right? Okay. So ra'aytu fi maktab al-barid barkiyatan laka. I saw in the post office a telegraphic mail for you. So how do you change it? Two telegraphic mails or two barkiyat? So you say barkiya tayni. Here it has to be tayni, not tani. Let me. Here you added alif wa nun. Okay, alif wa nun. But here it is mansub, because it is maf'ulun bihi, wa maf'ulun bihi da'ima yu'rabu mansub. Maf'ulun bihi is always mansub. So you will say barkiya tani because of the mansub. In the previous lesson we explained this. So you have to say tayni because it's the object of the verb ra'aytu, ra'a. That's the object of this verb. So it is mansub, and mansub it has to be tayni. I hope you understand. Okay. So the fourth one, sa'ashtari mitran min hazal kumash. I'll buy 1 meter. Mitran is just mitron, which is what in English we term as a meter, 1 meter length. Okay, so sa'ashtari mitran min hazal kumash. I'll buy 1 meter of this fabric. Kumash is fabric. So if I want to see 2 meters, I'll say what? Sa'ashtari mitraini, not mitrani, mitraini. Why? Because it is maf'ulun bihi, is the object of this verb. Okay, ashtari. I hope that is clear. The fifth one is here. Was it zabaha abi dajajatan? My father slaughtered the dajaja, the hen. So how do you make it two of them? So zabaha abi dajajataini, right? Dajajataini, not tani. Okay, so when there is a verb, when it is maf'ulun bihi, not only maf'ulun bihi, when the thing is mansub, it is even clear. You can see here is fatha, here dhamma, right? So it is mansub. So of course that will just give you an indication. So here it is mansub, so dajajataini. Now here, ashrabu kuban min al-labani kulla yawmin. I drink a cup of milk, 1 cup of milk every day. So I want to say I drink 2 cups of milk. So ashtari kubaini min al-labani kulla yawm. Now here, indi riyalun. So how do you change this one? Indi riyalani, simple. Now uridu riyalan. So how do you say it? Uridu riyalaini, right? Ishtaraitu haza zirru biriyalin. Ishtaraitu haza zirra biriyalin. I bought this button. Zirrun is button. Biriyalin, bimana for 1 riyal. So if I want to make it dual, ishtaraitu haza zirra biriyalaini. Of course, you can see the harf al-jar there. So it is majrur. And we see when it is majrur and mansub, it is majrur when it is majrur, and when it is mansub, the alif would turn to yai. Okay, so we see it is marfu bil alif, wa mansub and majrur bil yai, right? I hope you have not forgotten. The 10th one, a'arifu lugatan. So you now say what? A'arifu lugataini. I know 2 languages, right? Fi baladina lugatun wahidatun. So how do you change this one? In our balad, in our country, there is 1 language. So if you want to say there are 2 languages. So fi baladina lugataini. Hope that is clear. Fi baladina lugataini. Okay. If you want, you can add isnataini. Now here, haza al-qalamu bidularin. This pen is for, bimana the price is $1. So how do you say it? Haza al-qalamu bidularaini, right? Now here, katabtu risalatan ila abi. So you see what? Katabtu risalataini ila abi. Now here, yakfini al-ana junayhun. When we say junayhun, that's what we term as the pounds, the currency that they call pounds. That's what we term as junayhun. Okay, so for example, like Egypt, they have Egyptian pounds. Okay, so it's junay. Other countries too, they have their pound. So yakfini al-ana junayhun. Remember, 1 pound is sufficient for me now at the moment. Okay, the verb here is kafa. Okay, kafa yakfi, bimana it suffices, it is enough. Okay, so yakfini, it is enough for me. Okay, or it suffices me. Okay, what suffices? Junayhun. 1 junay suffices me now at the moment. Okay, so like we say, wakafa billahi wakila, right? So it's from the same word, or kafa. So they say here that اجعل كلا من الكلمات الآتية في جملة. So they have given us random words. They want us to use the words to form sentences on our own. And these particular sentences, they are not based on anything. It is just personal. You have to just conjugate it. But at the end of the day, it should make meaning, right? So how do you form it? Let's try to form sentences by using these words. So kitabani. How do you just give a random sentence on your own, which has this word kitabani. So I can say that uridu or indi kitabani. If I say indi kitabani, I have to, I possess 2 books, right? Indi kitabani. Okay, as I said the last time, indi is not a verb, right? So you can say kitabaini. Okay, there's nothing that makes this one mansub. So indi kitabani. Now here kitabaini. So how do we now say it? You can say ishtaraitu kitabaini. You see, ishtaraitu kitabaini. I bought 2 books. Talibaini. 2 students, 2 male students. So how do you say this one? Form a sentence with it. So I can say ra'aytu talibaini fil fasl. Ra'aytu talibaini fil fasl. I saw 2 male students in the classroom. So talibani, like this, which is so how do you form sentence with this one? Talibani. So you can see في الفصل طالبان. في الفصل طالبان. Or you can see خرج طالبان من الفصل. خرج طالبان من الفصل. I hope that is clear. Now let's look at this one. تأمل الأمثلة الآتية لأحدهما والآخر. So they are trying to make us become familiar with a particular expression, and that is أحدهما والآخر. As you can see here, أحدهما والآخر. Okay, so this is an expression that we can use in speaking. So أحدهما والآخر. So let's look at these examples on how they are being used. Okay, how it is used. Okay, so the first one, li akhawani. I have 2 brothers. أحدهما طبيب والآخر مهندس. So you see how it is used. I have 2 brothers. One of them is a doctor. والآخر مهندس, and the other is an engineer. So you see, أحدهما كذا وكذا وكذا والآخر كذا وكذا وكذا. One of them, one of the 2 is so and so, and the other is so that and that. You understand? So لهذه الحافلة بابان. Belonging to this car is 2 doors. The man that this car, this bus rather, hafilatun is a bus. Okay, Sayyara is car. So لهذه الحافلة, belonging to this bus is 2 doors. The man that this bus has 2 doors. أحدهما للدخول. One of the 2, the man, one of the 2 doors is for entry. للدخول, for entry. This is masdar. I hope you have not forgotten. والآخر للخروج, and the other is for exit, the manner for leaving. Okay, khuruj, this is also masdar. Okay, inshallah we'll look at masdar, all the types of masdar, inshallah. Later on we'll look at various types of masdar, but previously we just summarized, did a small introduction to masdar, right? I hope you have not forgotten. Inshallah later on we'll look at it into details again, right? So in the kalamani, I have 2 pens. أحدهما أزرق. One of them, the man, one of the 2 is red. Is azraq, is blue. Okay, is azraq, is blue in color. والآخر أحمر, and the other is red. Okay, in the mu'jamani, I have 2 dictionaries. أحدهما إنجليزي. One of them, the man, one of the 2 is English, the man in English language. والآخر فرنسي, and the other is French, the man, French dictionary. لنا بيتان, we have 2 houses. أحدهما في المدينة, one of them is in the city or the town. والآخر في القرية, and the other is in the village. اشتريت قميصين, I bought 2 shirts. أحدهما لي, one of them for me, for myself. This is lam al-mulk. I hope you have not forgotten. والآخر لأخي الصغير, and the other is for my junior brother. Akhi is my brother, but when you add it, when you qualify it with an adjective like akhil kabir or akhil sagir. It will mean whether you're junior or you're senior, like, alright, you understand? Okay, so akhil sagir, my junior brother, my small brother. Okay, so now here تأمل الأمثلة الآتية لإحداهما والأخرى. Now what they are trying to do here is just similar thing that we just explain here. Let me show you something. Let me show you. I hope you can see it here. You can see here أحدهما والآخر, and here إحداهما والأخرى. So this is just masculine. This is for masculine, and this one is the feminine form of it. So assuming the things we are talking about is feminine in gender, like we are talking about, I have two sisters. So you can say أحدهما والآخر because أحدهما والآخر is masculine. So the feminine form of أحدهما, just أحد itself, أحد, the feminine form is إحدى, you see, and آخر, another, the feminine form is أخرى. So that's similar thing. That's just what he's trying to explain here. If the things you are talking about is feminine, you don't use this أحدهما والآخر, but you rather use إحداهما والأخرى. I hope that is clear. So that is what he's coming to explain here again. He's coming to give us examples, but this time whatever we are seeing is feminine. I hope that is clear. So تأمل الأمثلة الآتية لإحداهما والأخرى. Right? So the first one لأختان. So you can see إحداهما مدرسة. One of them is a teacher. والأخرى ممرضة, and the other is a nurse. The ممرضة is the nurse. Okay. عندي سيارتان. I have two cars. إحداهما حمراء. One of them is red. والأخرى بيضاء, and the other is white in color. So I hope you have not forgotten the colors. We say ahmar, red, azraku, blue, abiyadu, white. So that pattern is for the masculine. But when you see ahmaru, that's red, but the feminine form is hamra'u. You see hamra'u, sawda'u, bayda'u. All that pattern is for feminine. Okay, I hope you have not forgotten. Okay, so hamra'u is the feminine form of ahmaru. Ahmaru is red for masculine when we are describing masculine things. But when you say hamra'u, you are describing feminine things being red. I hope you understand. So sayyaratun is a feminine word. So hamra, ihdahuma hamra'u, the one of them is red. Wal ukhra, and the other bayda'u is white. So this is the feminine form of what? Abiyadu. Okay. في قريتنا, in our village, madrasatani, there are two madrasas, schools. إحداهما متوسطة. One of them, one of those two schools is mutawassita, is the middle school. In some countries they call it junior high school. So إحداهما متوسطة, one of them is a middle school. والأخرى ثانوية, and the other is the ثانوية, the senior high school. Okay. Mutawassita is junior high school, and ثانوية is the senior high school. Okay. كتبت اليوم رسالتين. I wrote today 2 letters. إحداهما لأبي, one of them for my father. والأخرى لصديقي, and the other for my friend. جاءت مدرستان جديدتان. 2 new teachers, 2 new female teachers came. إحداهما للسيرة, one of them for Sira. What do you mean by Sira? Of course, we all know Sira. Sira is what we term as biography, like history. Okay, the seerah, like we have seerah in the seerah to Nabawiyya, the seerah of the Prophet Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, right? So إحداهما للسيرة, one of them is for seerah, he's teaching history, right? والأخرى للتفسير, and the other is teaching tafsir. Tafsir is explanation, okay, like explanation of the Quran, we call tafsir al-Quran, right? Like the commentary or the explanation. Okay, the verb is fassara. I will say fassara, to explain something, to make it clear, right? So that's where we have tafsir from. Okay, explanation. So, okay, so al-mudhakkar, so that is what he is simplifying here. Okay, al-mudhakkar, the masculine form is ahadun, and the al-mu'annas, the feminine form is ihda. You see, so ahadun and then ihda. I hope that is clear. Okay, now let's look at the 10th one. تأمل الأمثلة الآتية. تأمل الأمثلة الآتية. They want us to observe and then learn these particular examples. Okay. Now, هذا القلم ذو اللونين مفيد جدا. This pen with two colors. ذو اللونين, with two colors. I hope you have not forgotten zu, right? Zu, possession. Okay, mufidun jidda. We say mufidun bimana, something that is beneficial. We call it mufidun. Okay, something that has use, that is valuable, like it has benefit. Mufidun, beneficial. Okay, so the second one says that ayya qamisin ghasalti ya ummi. Which qamis, which shirt did you wash? So she answered by saying that ghasaltul qamisa zal jaybayni. I washed the qamis, the shirt, with two pockets. Jaybun is pocket. Jaybun, that's just what we term as the pocket. But here that's dual. So it's jaybani initial. But because it is mudaf ilay, it is majroor. So jaybayni, not jaybani. Jaybayni, two pockets. It has two pockets. Jaybun is just a single pocket. Al-mudarrisu fi tilka al-ghurfati ذات النافذتين المفتوحتين. So al-mudarrisu, the teacher, fi tilka al-ghurfati, is in that room. ذات النافذتين المفتوحتين. Okay, the teacher is in that room with two open windows. I hope that is clear. لمن هذه السيارة ذات البابين. So he's saying that to whom belongs this particular car with two doors. ذلك المسجد ذو المنارتين جميل جدا. That masjid ذو المنارتين, with two minarets. Okay, you can remember manaratun is the minaret. جميل جدا is very beautiful. أنا لا أحب ذاك الرجل. أنا لا أحب ذاك الرجل. I don't like this man. ذاك الرجل, that man. Okay, ذاك الرجل. When we say ذاك, it is similar to ذلك. Okay, let me try to write and you see something. We have this way. Okay, ذاك, right? ذاك. And then we also have ذلك, right? ذلك. Okay, like this. So most of the time they will tell you they are the same, but actually in Arabic grammar there is a little bit of difference. Today let me just try to make it clear. When we say zakia, like this one, zakia, bimana that. So, but when you say zalika, you can see this. The difference is the lam. The difference between these two is the lam. This one has a lam, okay, before the kaf, but this one doesn't have. The first one doesn't have lam, but the second one has lam. We call that lam al-bu'd. Okay, lam al-bu'd. The lam that comes to signify, distance. The thing is far away. So when you say zaka, bimana, like the thing is medium. It's not that far. It's not close, but not far. When it is just in front of you, we use haza. Right? But zalika is that. Right? Bimana, there is farness. The thing is far away. But when that is medium, zaka is kind of medium. But when you say zalika, that lam, as I said, is called lam al-bu'd, to signify that the thing is far. It's very far. It's not just medium. The thing is not close, not far, like medium position. No, it's just far away. So that's the difference. Zaka is closer than zalika. Okay, because of that lam, the lam al-bu'd. I hope that is clear. Okay. So, where is it? Here, right? The last one. Ana la uhibbu. I don't like zaki rajulu, that man. The man, that man is not far away. And he's not close. Because if he was close, he would have used haza. But if he was also far away, very far, he would have used zalika. So zaki rajulu. فَإِنَّهُ ذُو وَجْهَيْنِ, because he has two faces. Okay, ذُو وَجْهَيْنِ, two faces. What do you mean by ذُو وَجْهَيْنِ? Bimana, he's a hypocrite. Okay, that's what we term as ذُو وَجْهَيْنِ. When they term someone to be a ذُو وَجْهَيْنِ, bimana, the person is hypocrite. He has two faces. Okay, he can be here, in the next moment he's there. You can be with the believers, in the next moment he's with the kuffar. Okay, he's not stationary. He has two faces. Okay, he can be good and he can also be bad. He's here and there. He's not someone who is, I am with the believers no matter what be the condition. Or he just tag himself, I am a kafir. I'm just stationary, I'm a kafir. No, he pretends he's the here and there. That's what the mazun wajahayni. It's an expression. Actually, it's an expression. Okay, so let's look at kalimatul jadida, the new words. Al-kalimatul jadida. Okay, I think here, let me tell you what they actually wanted here. Here, they wanted us to revise the zu and then the za. So, haza kalam zu, you see, this is masculine. And then the feminine form is, what is it? Zat. Okay, zu and then zatu. I hope you have not forgotten. Zu is for masculine and then zat is for feminine. I hope that is clear. Okay. So that's the same thing here. Zatu for feminine because yaratun is feminine. And then zu, masjid. Masjid is masculine. So you zu. So I hope you have not forgotten this concept. Zu for masculine. Zatu for feminine. Al-kalimatul jadida, the new words. Rajulun zu wajhaini. A man with two faces. So that's what they have explained here. Allazi yati kulla ta'ifatin bima yurdiha. Allazi yati kulla ta'ifatin. What do you mean by ta'ifatun? Let's use their explanation to learn new words here. Ta'ifatun is a group. A group. Like we have one group here, another group here, another. That's a ta'ifa. Okay, ta'ifatun. Okay, like Allah says, وَإِن طَائِفَتَانِ مِنَ الْمُؤْمِنِينَ اقْتَتَلُوا. Okay, فَأَصْلِحُوا بَيْنَهُمْ بِالْعَدْلِ وَأَقْسِطُوا. Right? So, طَائِفَةٌ is a group. Okay, طَائِفَةٌ is a group. So, Allazi, so he's describing this person, we see, ذُو وَجْهَيْنِ. Allazi يَأْتِي كُلَّ طَائِفَةٍ بِمَا يُرْضِيهَا. The one who goes to every group with what pleases it. Okay, he goes to every group with what pleases it. You know, let me try to explain what he's saying. You know, a believer, someone who is really a mu'min, right? When he's dealing with the kuffar, if they are, he doesn't care whether what he is going to say really harm them or not. If it is something that is being commanded by Allah and His Messenger, he has to say it. He has to say the truth, no matter what be the case, whether it pleases another person or not. That's the character of a mu'min, right? You have to say the truth, or you have to actually say what is right. Stand for what is right, no matter whether it pleases people or not. You don't care when you are dealing with Allah, you don't care about whether it pleases people or not, right? That is the nature of the mu'min. But that's the hypocrite is the opposite way. Okay, when he's with the believers, he say, I'm with you and I'm akum. And when he's with the disbelievers, the same way, he cares about what pleases people, not what pleases Allah, right? So mushtun, what is mushtun? Mushtun is the comb, and then the plural is amshatun. And then we have here mir'atun. Mir'atun is the mirror, and then the plural is maraya. Mufidun means beneficial. Zabaha means he slaughtered. Okay, yazbahu, he is slaughtering. Okay. Now we have mikhaddatun. Mikhaddatun. What do you mean by mikhaddatun? Mikhaddatun is the pillow. Okay, the pillow on your bed. Okay. Makhaddu is a plural. Makhaddu. Lisun. As I said, lisun. Lisun is the teeth. The plural is lusus. Lususun, thieves. And then sirah. Siratu. As-siratu is the biography or history. Okay. The history. Okay. Sharaha. Yashrahu. Sharaha means he explained. Like we have just been, okay. Sharhul kalimat. I think we have been seeing it somewhere, right? Okay, not here. Sharhul kalimat. When we say sharaha, he explained, he opened up. To open up, like there's confusion in something, and then you open up. The manner you explain it to remove the confusion. That's what term as sharaha. So sharaha can be to open. Okay, to open up, to make something, to remove ambiguity in something, to open, to explain. Okay, it actually have several meanings. It depends when it's used in the context of learning, like we are learning together. And I say sharahtu haza, the manner I explain it. Okay. But it can also be used like, I think in the Quran, Surah Inshirah, we have a surah like that, Surah Inshirah. Okay, Alam nashrah laka sadrak. And even Musa alayhi salatu wasalam asked for this one, Rabbi shrah li sadri. It's from this similar origin. Okay, it's from this similar origin. Sharah, to open up. Okay, to open up. So that one, in that context, opening. Okay, to open up. Okay, Allah open up the chest of the Prophet. Okay, وَوَضَعْنَا عَنْكَ وِزْرَكَ, right? So yashrahu is a, but the basic meaning, as I just said, is explanation, to explain. Okay, to explain. Like then here zirrun, and the plural is azrarun. Zirrun is the button, a button. Okay, and then azrarun is a plural, buttons. So zirrun, what type of button? What do you mean by button? The button of your shirt can be called the zirrun. Another thing is just the normal buttons that we have. For example, I don't know, in your room you have a light. The light has a button, like a switch. You have to press it and then it will on. That is also called azrar. Those buttons are also called azrar. Okay, even on your phone, you can say they will tell you press this button. That's a zir. Okay, that's a zir. So zir is button. Just the button on your shirt, and even beyond that, just buttons like, but I mean other buttons can also zir, azrar. Okay. Junayhun. What is junayhun? As I just said, pounds. Okay, the currency that is termed as pounds. That's junayhun. Okay. Junayhat. Junayhatun is a plural. Then tafsir. Tafsir is the explanation. Okay, is the explanation or the commentary. Okay, like we mostly have the tafsir of the Quran, right? Alhamdulillah. Jazak Allahu Khairan. Jazakum Allahu Khairan. وبارك الله لي ولكم في قرآن الحكيم ونفعني وإياكم بالآيات والذكر الحكيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.